Let's take a look at some sports now. Here's Charles Eruka.
Welcome to Sports News. Nigeria's Esther Otodo-Gbame has put behind her the disappointment of missing out at the ITTF African Junior and Cadet Championships by picking one of the tickets in the girls' singles at next year's Youth Olympic Games in Argentina. Otodo-Gbame stunned Egypt's top seed Marwa Al-Hodabi 4-3 in a tight contest in the girls' final to claim top spot at the African Continental Qualification Tournament in Tunis, Tunisia. And in football, English Premier League leaders Chelsea have confirmed defender John Terry will leave Stamford Bridge at the end of the season. The 36-year-old former England international played over 700 games for Chelsea and has been their most successful captain. In his time with the club, they won the Premier League title 4 times as well as the Champions League in 2012. And Arsenal have kept alive their hopes of finishing in the top 4 of the English Premier League with a 2-1 victory at second-bottom Middlesbrough. A dull opening was brought to life when Alexis Sanchez's superb free kick gave Arsenal the lead just before the break. Middlesbrough responded soon after the restart when Alvaro Negredo volleyed in toward Downing's pinpoint cross. However, Mesut Ozil secured the much-needed 3 points for Arsenal with a first-time strike at the near post. And Leicester City manager Craig Shakespeare insists his players had to be streetwise and must find attacking solutions if they are to progress to the semi-finals of the Champions League. Leicester must overturn a 1-0 deficit at the King Power Stadium after Atletico striker Antoine Griezmann's disputed penalty gave the Spanish side a narrow advantage last week. That's it on Sports News, and back to Ijoma with the rest of the news at 10.
Thanks, Charles. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has called out critics of Sunday's referendum, asking them to know their place. Observers said the referendum campaign had fallen short of international standards. However, Turkey's electoral body has ruled the vote valid despite claims of irregularities. And authorities in Sri Lanka have revealed at least 30 people are still missing after a huge rubbish dump collapsed in the capital, Colombo. 28 people are said to have died in the incident, including children. Angry residents say their warnings of risks posed by the dump were ignored. They say they've been demanding for the dump's removal for years, saying it was causing health problems. The 300-foot-high dump on the border of the commercial heart of Colombo collapsed after flames engulfed it late on Friday, burying many homes. North Korea has promised to continue testing missiles, defying international condemnation and tensions with the U.S. The country's Vice Foreign Minister Han Song-ryol says the test would be conducted on Wednesday, that's on weekly, monthly and yearly basis, I beg your pardon. North Korea has accelerated its nuclear and missile tests in recent years, despite international condemnation and UN sanctions. On entertainment news tonight, Majek Vashek and a host of other celebrities attend the One Mainland Peace Concert. Here's Maiwa Ogundele.
Many thanks. On entertainment news tonight, Easter celebration went a notch higher on the Lagos mainland as notable entertainers, including Femi Branch, Doris Simeon, Waleoni, Majek Fashek, and some other budding talents, joined Dayo Israel for his inaugural One Mainland Peace Concert. The event, which brought these celebrities to the suburb in Okobaba Axis, is geared toward inspiring the youth and other residents of the area to stay away from social vices. Top Nigerian music acts, including P-Square, Simi, Falz, Seun Kuti, and others, have been nominated for the competitive categories of the 2017 Kappas Awards in Lagos, southwest Nigeria. Announcing the details of the inaugural edition of the Entertainment Awards, the jury member, which include the curator Oladimeji Olamilekon and Nollywood actress Buki Ogunote, explained the objectives of Kappas Awards scheduled for the 23rd of April.
To mark the Easter celebrations, gospel act Ludara Dave releases the visuals of his song titled Onishe Iyanu. Onishe Iyanu, Onishara, Onishe Iyanu, Jesu, Onishe Iyanu. That's it from me. Thank you for watching. Let's head back for the rest of the news.
Thanks a lot, Maya. Now, Christians have been asked to emulate the character of Jesus Christ beyond the church as a way of celebrating Easter. The district superintendent, West and Central Africa of the Apostolic Faith Church, Bayo Adeniro, gave the charge at the 2017 Easter concert held at the church's headquarters in Lagos. Our correspondent, Ini Thompson, reports.
This is how Easter sounds like in Apostolic Faith as the orchestra and choir render "Surely He Has Borne Our Grief" by J.F. Handel. It's a part of how the church has chosen to tell the Easter story. Others are in solo, and quartet. While members of the congregation are invited at some point. All this music is not without consideration to the current national issues.
Before we began to think of anti-corruption programs, he thought of a better anti-corruption program. He raised the example of Jesus to us, that when we look unto Jesus Christ, his only begotten Son, we will see how a man can live a life of purity, a life that is pleasing to God, and a life that is a blessing to all men and to yourself.
The clergymen here admonish Christians to take the holy lifestyle beyond churches to their daily living. Ini Thompson reporting for Channels Television News.
And the main news again. A hidden explosive device planted by Boko Haram today killed a member of the civilian JTF with many others wounded. The vigilantes had been on the trail of Boko Haram terrorists following a tip-off when they ran into the IED. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Onyato. Work resumes tomorrow. Do have a good night.